the fuckers, dude. Yo, look at this, man. I'm putting this out right now because this is for all you weak body motherfuckers with no constitution and what you believe, bro. Don't come at me with heat if you can't fucking handle the backdraft, dude. Do you understand me? Are you fucking crazy? Are you crazy, dude? And it's not even that wild. Let me break this down so that you can understand what is happening here. And fair warning, fucking trigger alert for all you fucking liberal cunts out there. And you know, it's not even only it's disgusting that I have to clarify this, but it's not only the liberals, the fucking Republicans can eat my ass too. You know, all you fucking cocksuckers that talk about how welfare sucks so bad, but I bet you're cashing them stimulus checks, aren't you, motherfucker? That's what I thought. Shut the fuck up. So sick of this shit. Bro, I put on my personal Facebook yesterday that even though I know I don't have a choice because I'm fucking aware of what all goes on around me, and by using this cellular phone right now, or the computer that I have in this house, or probably the television that I have in the living room right now that we're watching, or Jen using her phone or her computer, we've already signed... Yeah, or the tablet. We've already signed our lives away to Google, to Amazon, all that shit. Like, you don't...
that we wanted to.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. Like, even Boost Mobile, when we bought our phones, Boost Mobile was like...
we need a ID before you purchase this phone.
Well, not only that, but it says...
You had to get a fucking updated ID for, you know, some type of identification. And we, you know, because of the one that we got in the mall didn't do it.
Yeah, well, it says in the fine print that nobody reads. The real small ones that you have to have a fucking magnifying glass.
Owns all my artwork, and, well, you know, Facebook and Instagram owns all my artwork and all my pictures.
Boost Mobile says that by using their shit, you're basically consenting to them having access to, and in certain cases, if it applies, for them selling your info to third parties. And this is all the way back...
your phones to listen.
This is all the way back in the Transform Ultra days, dude. Which, if you don't know what that is, that's like second generation smartphone. Right? So, this has been around for a while. I said on my deal, even though I know I don't have a choice, if I did have a choice, I would not be willing to surrender more of my fucking freedom to get tested for... Not to get tested, to be followed, whatever the fuck you want to call it, so they can use my data to keep track of who has and who does not have the virus. And I continued on to say that, you know, if I had the choice, basically, I don't need all of you motherfuckers. Like, spoiler alert, I know some of you are not going to believe this, but I don't need to interact with any of you that bad. And that's everybody. That's everybody. Family members, friends, everybody. I don't give a fuck, dude.
You get your dick wet once in a while.
That's it. And she lives here, so I'm okay. I mean, you know, whatever. But I'm serious. Like,
antisocial as you are, so...
Nobody on that Facebook page is worth me giving up my information for so you could track me for a fucking virus, bro. Anybody that is worth anything in my life...
Like, why don't you put some type of monitor on everybody, like, you know, how they do with the heart monitors?
Everybody has my phone number. They know ways to get in contact with me if they really needed to. Like, they made phones for a reason. Not for everybody to cruise social media and put up fake bullshitty stories about what they want their lives to be.
By somebody.
Yeah, looking up fucking exes from middle school or whatever. So this dumb bitch winds up commenting on my shit. And she's like, so wait, aren't you immune compromised? Yeah, I am. So what does that mean? Because I have a weak immune system, all of a sudden I'm just gonna go here, take it all. I don't want any privacy.
Of my DNA.
I'm American, motherfucker. This is, like, we're supposed to. I know some of you fucks out in internet land are stupid, where you're gonna go, oh, you want to monitor all my phone calls and my text messages and my emails? I don't have anything to hide. If you have nothing to worry about, you shouldn't give a shit. Bullshit. There's always something to hide. Always. It doesn't matter.
Everybody doesn't need to know that much about you.
The problem is when you say some shit like that, you automatically assume, well, I mean, I'm not dealing drugs. I'm not doing drugs or touching kids or really breaking the law in any way. But you don't understand that they can change these rules at any time.
To suit their needs.
And then what are you going to do then? Nothing, because you're fucked. They already got you. Now, I know they already have us. I'm not stupid. Like I said in the beginning of this, I know they already have everything. They're probably doing it already anyway. And they're just giving us the heads up because this is turning into the fucking parliament in the UK right now. Like, we'll give you an option, but regardless of whatever way that you decide that you want to vote, we're going to do whatever we wanted to do in the first place. We're really just giving you this option as a formality because you're going to do what we say, whether you like it or fucking not. That's what's going to happen. I mean, obviously, there's rumblings that this shit is going to carry on for another 2 years like this, but that's besides the point. Yeah, exactly. But you're like, aren't you immune compromised? Yeah, and so what does that mean? I'm not willing to give up. Matter of fact, I'll pull this shit up right now because this fucking sissy bitch, dude, got all sensitive and said, bye. Dude, suck my fucking dick, you bitch-made motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. I can't stand weak motherfuckers, dude. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. Like, bro, knock it the fuck off, dude. Stop lifting weights and start strengthening your fucking mind. You got weakness in you. You need to get rid of that, dude. Get the fuck out of here. You can pump all the iron you want. You're still gonna be a weak bitch in your spirit. So you know what I mean? Like that's what's more important. But I said I take all the precautions I can, and I don't really see anybody much anyway. Shame on them for trying to take advantage of our fear in our moment of weakness. This motherfucker says, I can't tell if you're serious or being sarcastic in your status. First of all, dumbbell, by that response right there, you should have known, obviously, I was serious. Why would I say that? You think I'm going to waste my time trolling you? Of all the things I can do in my day with my time, however that sentence is supposed to work, I'm going to go, you know what I need to do right now? I need to put up a status that's going to trigger some fucking liberal someplace. And, because that's what I want to do with my fucking life. Get the fuck out of here. And then, no, I'm serious. Social interaction isn't one of my stronger features. That, friends, was a joke, right? It's supposed to be like, oh, I see what you did there. That's kind of funny, even though you're being serious. Like, I see what you're doing. Yeah. But this motherfucker, this is another thing, too. She goes, bruh. B-R-U-H. Bruh, suck my dick, dude. That's not what she said. What she said was, you and I are literally in all capitals, so she's yelling at me now. The exact people society is trying to protect by giving up more freedom. I laughed at that.
How red do you think she got?
Oh, yeah, immediately. Pissed, dude. Pissed. She's fucking bending steroid needles in her house right now. Fucking pissed.
Bending her table. Breaking, fucking glass bottles over her man's head,
Yeah. Bro. I said, I laugh at that, dude, and I said, I see your point. I have no faith in it. And then she continues on, and she says the best thing I possibly could have ever read in my entire life. I see. So you're immune compromised and anti-science. That's a winning combination. Bruh! What the fuck, dude? How do you get Me not wanting to give up my privacy being anti-science. Did I say I wanted ISIS to bomb the fucking factories where they're trying to come up with antibodies? I didn't say that, you fucking mouth-breathing cunt. Did I say that, dude?
No, don't break my
shaking shit in here. I fucking, bro, I can't, bro, I can't. I can't. And I mean, I know I'm throwing out all kinds of cunts and terrible words and shit. I mean, half of it is like not really serious, but the other half of it is like, no, seriously, you need to toughen up your titty a little bit, dude.
I was just saying, bro, give me my bra.
Yeah. Right, I said, where the fuck did you come up with that? Anti-science because I don't want to hand over my privacy? I hope you're not one of those, quote, I have nothing to hide, so I don't have anything to worry about people. And I forgot to end quote, but that's alright because it doesn't matter. And she said, bye. I wish you the very best. Well, I wish that you would fucking go fuck yourself. That's what I wish. Go fuck yourself.
Isn't that the same chick from, like, the old house?
Yeah.
Okay.
This fucking silly bitch, dude. Like, I can't. You're a goofy bitch, bro. And if you had a dick, I would say you're a goofy bitch even still. So it doesn't matter.
Everybody send me a pic.
Yeah, like, dude, come on now, man. Stop it. You are part of the percentage of what is fucking wrong with this goddamn country. Do you have any idea the amount of people that have fucking died for us to be able to have the fucking freedoms that we have right now in the limited capacity that we have them? And you're just willing to spit in every soldier's face that has ever been in another fucking country, whether or not is not relevant to the conversation that we're having. But the point is, by you saying, I'll just give up whatever so they can test me for some stupid fucking virus that 90% of us have probably already had anyway, as I say that with absolutely no evidence to back it up whatsoever.
Yeah, we were already sick.
And it could very well kill me. And believe me, I'm walking around with masks on, with gloves on, with fucking hand sanitizer, the whole deal. So I don't say all of this and then go outside and take this shit lightly. I take this very serious. Yeah, no, I'm not licking toilets. Fuck that shit. I take this very seriously, but what I'm not going to do...
Kevin, imagine if we did have it, because our immune system is fucked already. But then it's like, how come it didn't kill us? Or, get us that sick?
I mean, I think
maybe
part of it...
our immune system was just so fucked up. It was just like, oh, let's fucking go everywhere.
I honestly believe that part of it is probably because we thought we were just regularly sick with some season shit that we get every year. Mm-hmm. If we would have been sick and somebody would have been like, oh, you got a deadly virus that came from fucking Wuhan, wherever...
From chain legs.
Yeah, and there's a fucking 90% chance that it's going to kill you, and that chance got bumped up to 95 because you have a compromised immune system. Maybe we would not have made it, but because we thought we were just regular sick, there's a good chance that maybe we fought it off and we got lucky that it just happened to be...
I didn't go to the doctors for like a month.
I mean, I don't know. I can't explain it.
I did take antibiotics, and it's the Z-Pack.
It's the Z-Pack, yeah.
They were prescribing people.
Now, I know that there's supposed to be some cocktail combination of
Herpes.
Z-Pack and some other bullshit that's supposed to work, but I don't know. For whatever reason... For whatever reason, it didn't fucking... If we had it, it didn't kill us, which good for us, right? Who knows? I mean, I thought it was over for a while there because I couldn't breathe right. Like, I was in really bad shape, dude. But I just figured, like, okay,
it's my asthma.
Yeah, like, this is just a really bad one. Like, I need to fucking get my life together to stop dicking around. But I mean, whatever. I don't get it. I fucking can't stand people like that. Don't fucking open your mouth if you're not willing to at least back up your argument. And as a matter of fact, while we're on the subject, and since I'm pissing everybody off any fucking way,
Yeah, you're pissing me off.
probably. Like, dude, this shit is wild. Just to get it really in your ass, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm not voting for Joe Biden, dude. It's not happening. I don't need.
I thought he quit.
No, Bernie Sanders quit. I'm not voting for a senile man to be running this fucking country. It's not happening. I'm not contributing to that. Now, you can easily say, well, yeah, you know,
contributed to renting from one.
yeah, we don't. I've seen first that me and Jen had a front row seat to what dementia does several times, and I am not willing to have that shaky fucking hand over the top of the button, dude. No fucking way. Now, I know you could be like, well, if you don't, then there's a good chance that Trump is going to win again. And
just let him down.
Whatever, dude. It is what it is. It is what it is.
It wouldn't be our first time there's a fucktard in the office.
Yeah, they all are.
Bush.
They all are. Bush was, Obama was, fucking...
Obama was the better version of, you know...
Yeah, but he was still a scumbag, though. He did a lot of shit that even the Republicans couldn't get away with because of the fact that he was a fucking Democrat. He got away with a lot of bullshit. I mean, obviously, the problem is everybody is too hyper-focused in on this bullshit. It's the same team. I wish...
We need a fucktard, you know, running it, you know, right now. You know,
well, the good thing, if we look at this... If we look at this in a realistic way, if we try to find the good that has come out of Donald Trump being the fucking president.
Well, if we get our stimulus, no.
It's that...
There'll be ones in, you know, fucking mad years.
It'll be because we get to see how the system really works, because this dude is not a career politician. So he's gonna fuck around and say some shit that somebody else would not necessarily have said. Well, there's that. There's the fact that he said that when people were like, yo, why are you selling guns to the Saudi Arabians or whatever, whoever the fuck it was? And he was like, bro, we need the money. What do you mean? We need the money. No president.
I'm so bad. I thought it would have been like, oh, to kill all the blacks or some shit.
Yeah, no,
he's not black racist. He's Hispanic. Racist.
Yeah, he's a Hispanic racist. I think he's probably got some hate for black people too, but apparently him and Kanye are friends, so we're all just supposed to ignore that. Kanye don't count, motherfucker. Come down to the real level where low income lives at, and we'll have a real conversation, okay?
Yeah, let's see how bad you shake.
Yeah, but like, seriously, dude, get the fuck out of here. But you know, it is what it is, man. Now, look, I'm sure the guy has done... Look, when the guy does good shit, you gotta give the man credit. That's the other thing, too. If you're gonna shit on the guy for doing bad and stupid things, which he has done plenty of shit that you can be angry about, right? But you gotta give the dude credit when he does something right. And nobody wants to do that. And it didn't start with Trump. This shit has been around for fucking ever.
With all the presidents.
Yeah, because whatever party you're with, whatever the other guy is when he gets in office, nothing that they do is ever right. And that's not okay, because nobody is looking at it without a bias at all. Like, you gotta give them some fucking credit, dude. Everybody fucks up. No one person
is perfect.
Should be the fucking perfect or should be the president of a fucking country this big. I've said this before on the podcast.
Yeah, but,
if I told you right now there's 50 people standing out in the parking lot, your job is to keep an eye on those 50 people, but still let them go about their regular lives and make sure that everything is taken care of. You would look at me and you would go, I'm not doing that. I don't want to be responsible for 50 people.
Yeah, but guess what? You know, he's really not that, you know, presidents are not that responsible. You know, they don't see it like that because there's no penalty if there's a school shooting. But if, you know, you're, you know, in control of those 50 people, you're more at risk of getting blamed.
But that's a good point. I mean, it makes sense because there's so many people. People don't look at, unless something like really crazy happens. Like, 9/11 happened, and obviously Bush was in when that shit went down, so he caught the blame for that. I'm not getting into all the 9/11 bullshit. I'm just making a point here, which is whoever is in office at the time is going to get blamed for anything that goes wrong.
Or even from the last president.
But we don't know how much of this shit are they actually responsible for. That's real.
And I think that there's, I think there's one head dude that goes, like, okay, I'm the fall guy if all these government people fuck up. That's
what I think the president is. He's basically the guy that says, well, or eventually the woman, whatever. I'm not opposed to a woman being president, just not fucking Hillary Clinton.
Nope.
Fuck out of here with that lady,
dude.
I
like to know that I can get abortions.
Man, not only that, but you want to be able to know that this fucking person is not going to drag us into unnecessary war. Oh, shit. I know. Yeah. I hear you. They all do it.
Well, she seems like she would be one of those people that would be gun-ho.
Yeah, she's a monster, dude. I don't care
just
what you say.
That she would be able to
do it.
Yeah, overcome.
Yeah.
I bet you if she was president, or Madam President, fucking, that she would have went to war with England, to try to take over the country.
That would be completely fucked up.
Like, now the England is ours, yes.
We don't want it. We don't want it. You guys, you keep it.
Your, red gum, red teeth.
Whatever the fuck, whatever, you guys have a lot of weird shit going on. I don't know, man.
Well...
But in fairness, they don't want America either. We're all too fat, and there's a bunch of UK stereotypes. One being bad teeth, but you can look anywhere in America, and we got the same shit. But y'all eat weird things. You eat weird things.
Like rat tails.
Like they eat beans with their breakfast, bro. Who the fuck does that?
I eat beans right out of can, motherfucker.
Yeah, but you're shot though. You're not the status
I grew
quo.
up poor. They have all the nice antique old buildings, but they live, they eat like me.
They eat like they're fucking Clint Eastwood in the middle of a fucking movie western, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want
like mayo and bread, came about.
Like I don't know any good fucking stereotypes, dude. Other than
chops, they're the one with the mutt chops.
I mean,
Fonz took that over,
Fuck, dude. It's wild, man. Look.
They were the ones who brought polio,
Everything is fucked. And I just want to put this out there.
At least I don't eat cat or dog,
I don't know.
It's pretty delicious.
I don't know nothing. I couldn't run shit. I'll tell you right now, if somebody came to me and said, we need...
heart attack.
You need...
From the stress.
Yeah, you need to be the president. I would say, go fuck yourself. That's what you could do. You can go fuck yourself. I'm not... You see how I lose my shit when somebody fucking can't back up their argument? Can you imagine
how many fucking...
Bro, we'd be at a war every day.
Or even from your own government, the people that are in charge of your fucking... system.
There would be whoopings that would be happening. Yeah. There would be mayhem in the House and the Senate every day.
You be the Ramsey.
Yeah. I'd be like, what? You're not doing what now? You're not doing what now? So why? I don't think that's not good enough. That's not good enough. What do you mean? Because there's a fucking letter next to my name. I'm an independent, bitch. Well, there's never been an independent in office before. There's a first time for everything. How about that? And that's another thing, too.
You put your dick out on the fucking president's ass and be like, I am the president. Suck
Fucking...
Oh, and I would feel bad for all your ladies.
Oh, dude, forget it.
Okay, come here, bend over. again.
Bro, I would be the first president ever that would be immediately and completely impeached. Like, where they actually kick
Like,
me out of
we
office.
caught him fucking on his desk.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. He's fucking a bunch of different people. We don't know what is who said that this was a good idea. Who did this? What happened?
I was just saying you did.
And like, you know, the other thing is too, since we're doing this here, I don't think.
We're not doing it. You are.
Well, yeah, I'm doing it. You're watching a car crash. That's all. I don't think
No, I'm
it's
playing
right.
a puzzle game. Why I'm watching a car crash?
I don't think it's right that I have to declare myself every time the presidential or any other election for that matter comes around. Like, okay, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say that fucking Tulsi Gabbard decided to run for president as a Republican, yes?
No.
And because the last time around I voted for fucking Obama, because the Trump-Hillary election, I did not vote. My vote would have went to Jill Stein. Save your fucking hate mail. I was not voting for Hillary or Trump. I would rather throw my fucking vote away, which is not throwing my vote away. If more people had faith in their fucking vote, then we might actually be able to have a three-party system. But because all you fucking sissies are too afraid,
I don't think that really they count our votes. I think that it's all fixed.
probably. Who the fuck knows?
I
mean,
think
dude.
they go, oh, these are the candidates. All right, you know, because if you remember, there's ones with curveballs in it where you're like, well, you know, how is this person running for president when it's almost fucking over?
I remember I remember the day that I completely lost faith in the political system. If you want me to tell you the truth, I'm not bullshitting you. Mitt Romney and Barack Obama were having one of the final presidential debates, and we were living in fucking the gate, and we were sitting outside on the front steps, and we were watching these guys debate each other, and we're just looking for the lies, right? Like, you could see that Romney's just throwing one out after another, and I'm like, man, this guy is full of shit. Who the fuck would vote for this dude? And then Obama starts talking, and then we realize, alright, he's full of shit too. This whole thing is rigged. Like, this is completely fucked. And then, if you needed proof, you can go listen to the Obama podcast that Mark Maron did when, like a goddamn gangster, dude, Mark Maron had the fucking president of the United States go to his garage to record a podcast. You know how fucking awesome that is? Like Mark Maron, hate him for his comedy or his politics, that is a fucking win for media as a whole. The fact that a regular fucking person with regular problems got the opportunity to sit across from somebody that was a fucking president of our goddamn country.
I thought it was a fake dude.
Yeah, no, that was a real guy. He had the army and shit, or whoever it was outlawed in front of his house in the street.
I thought it was a fucking
impersonator.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real guy. Well, we think could be a clone. We don't know. We weren't there. Maybe they had it. Maybe they gave him one of those voice gimmicks like they had in Face Off, and it was a lookalike that had the voice modulator fucking in his neck on some Terminator shit, and really, he duped all of us. Who knows? We don't know. Could have happened. It's possible. I've heard stories. I'm not saying I believe them, but I'm not saying I don't believe them. I don't know what is to be true and what is not to be true. I don't know. That is the question. Fucking, god damn it. Oh, wait, that's what it was. Obama said word for word, you can believe in whatever you want, basically. Well, I'm going to paraphrase. He said, you can have all the ideology that you want, and you can say that you're going to change this and that thing, whatever, but the second you get into office is when you realize that you're lucky if you move the needle even just a little bit in the direction that you wanted to go in. If
Because he was all gung ho.
yeah, I'm gonna legalize weed and fucking.
And then when he gets in office, he was like, "Man, I can't do that much shit."
Yeah. And then he changes completely 360 to the other side, like, oh, weed should not be legal.
He blame it on, the other party.
That killed me. I gotta be honest with you, dude. Even though I knew he was bullshitting.
But he did lower the sentence.
Yeah. That's true. I'll give him credit for that. It bothers me because I honestly, the governor now, Philip Murphy, did it to me again because we voted for him in the.
I seen something on Facebook saying, because of the whole corona, that they're, going to push legalization.
I wouldn't believe any of that shit that you read just because everybody is throwing nonsense out there. There's been articles circulating for months, way after it was already shot down by some form of federal government, that Trump was trying to legalize weed on a federal level, and we already knew it was shut down when the impeachment hearing was happening is when they shot it down. Could that have been a misdirection? I don't know. But meanwhile, people are still going to fucking jail and prison for fucking weed. And there are states that you can have it in your possession. I understand it's still federally illegal. So in theory, the FBI can still kick in somebody's door in California and arrest them and take them away and put them in a fucking jail indefinitely because the FBI can do that shit. They don't have to have a fucking reason. But go ahead and want to surrender all of your fucking freedom for a virus, you fucking moron. But like, dude, I'm pretty sure this is how it works because it's been a while since the last time I voted was for the governor, Phil Murphy, because he said he was going to legalize weed in the first 100 days. And besides that, the person he was running against, Kim somebody, was Chris Christie's lieutenant governor when he was in office. And I don't trust her. I got to be honest with you. I don't like a lot of her policies. She's a little too conservative for me. I don't like that. I don't like people that are way too, like, Murphy does some shit that is way too liberal. Like the fact that he's trying to, and I'm all for illegal immigrants. If it wasn't for immigrants, I wouldn't be sitting in America right now. My fucking great-grandfather fought in both the world wars to be a fucking American citizen, coming over from fucking Sicily, Italy, to be American. So I don't want to hear it. Look, I'm for immigrants. However, I don't think that it's a smart thing to do to be looking to give these people aid who are here when you have citizens of your own fucking state and of your own country who can't get help because the system is so fucked up. Or the fact that there are veterans that come back from the fucking war with limbs and shit missing, and those people get turned away and get told to go fuck themselves. And you want to just hand a bunch of money and assistance to somebody that came here from another country? That's not okay. We need to take care of our people at home first. Okay? Think about it like this. If you have no food in your refrigerator and there's nothing to eat in your house, you're not going to go shopping for your next door neighbor, give them all the food, and go back home and starve. That doesn't make sense. You have to take care of yourself first before you can help other people. That's sensible, dude. So I'm not against immigration. I just think that we need to fucking take care of our people here first, and we need a better system to figure out who is coming in. We can't just let everybody fucking in. That's ridiculous, and it can't happen. We can't sustain that. I mean, it's just everything has to have a system. So I'm not against it. We need to be careful. That's all I'm saying. But I know it doesn't matter. I'll get killed from both sides of the political spectrum because I said that. But my views are mixed up, dude. Like, I'm pro-gun and pro-abortion at the same time, which I know is very difficult for a lot of you to understand how that's a possibility. But I mean, it's not that hard to fucking figure it out. Like, we should not have open borders, but I'm okay with immigrants. Like, you gotta, I think a lot of people are like that. But the media will flip it and make you believe that you can only be one way. But to get back on my fucking point, I'm pretty sure because I voted for Phil Murphy in the governor race, right? The person that I would vote for in the election would have to be a member of the Democratic Party. So like I was saying before, let's say Tulsi Gabbard was a Republican, right? And she was running for president. But because I voted for Philip Murphy, who is a Democrat, I now have to vote Democrat. I can't switch parties and vote for a Republican, even if that...
You should be able to.
Well, that's what I mean. You shouldn't have to go, alright, well, because I was a Democrat in the last election, that means I'm a Democrat right now.
It's a little bit better than your own.
Like, it's stupid. You should be able to vote as an independent. I don't understand why they force people to declare themselves one way or another. I mean, I'm sure it's just, it probably sways some bullshit polling system that doesn't matter for nothing. But, I mean, whatever, dude. It's just dumb. And I know that Tulsi was not running as a Republican or a Democrat. I don't remember, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter, because she's not in it anymore anyway. But that's who I would have voted for. And I don't even agree with 100% of the things that she said when she was originally in the fucking race for president. But what she said, a lot of her viewpoints make more sense to me than a lot of the other people. Like the fact that she is a fucking ex-veteran. It's like, that's, if you're gonna send people to fucking war, at the minimum, you should have had at some point to have fought in a war yourself before you should be allowed to send other people off to fucking die. That's not alright. Like, if I understand it's not logical, but I mean, in some ways, I would be for the fucking president being in this shit with everybody else. Like, if you're gonna send them all to die, you should fucking go with them, dude. What the fuck? Why should you be allowed to just kick your feet up in an office while other people are going getting shot at? Like, that's fucked up. That wouldn't make no sense. You know what I mean? Just, it's stupid. But I mean, whatever. It's dumb. All this started because of a stupid privacy. I'm not even going to call it a fucking debate, because it wasn't. It's not a debate if you can't defend your argument. Which, that's what kills me. If you're not going to defend your argument, don't argue. I don't understand what's so difficult. Now all this, everybody's got to divorce each other. Like, okay, because you voted for Trump, we're not friends no more. Or because you didn't vote for Hillary, we're not friends no more. That's lame shit, dude. That's real lame, and you should be ashamed of yourself for doing that to people. I know plenty of people that are like that. Like one of my friends was a hardcore Trump fucking dude, probably still is. And it was so bad, it was to the point where like you couldn't even bring Trump up without him getting fucking butthurt about it. Which kills me, because we've talked politics our entire lives, no matter who was in fucking office. But for some reason, this fucking orange cheese ball just seemed to get some kind of a grip on people.
Cheese balls, but, he's too cheesy for me.
Yeah, I don't know why this motherfucker walks around looking like macaroni and cheese.
This is real. I didn't get no spray tan.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
So you didn't get no spray tan, and I was born a dude.
Yeah, really. Fucking, it's insanity, dude. I mean, look. I know I threw a lot of insults out there in the beginning. Which, I mean, honestly, a lot of it is just breaking balls. I mean, I do really mean it, though, when I say, like, if you're gonna open your mouth, especially if you're, quote-unquote, friends with me, and Facebook friends don't count, bitch. Okay, if we don't have interaction on a regular basis, we're not friends. But even if at some point,
I do consider that as a friend. You know, not having interaction with each other all the time.
well, all right, well then we'll put it like this: if somebody who is just Facebook friends with you that you never really hung out with or had a real conversation with, technically is not. Yeah. So look, I don't know this broad really. I don't know anything about her other than the fact that, you know, she seems really, really to the left. Like, you know, she was talking crazy shit when Trump got elected, talking about like she couldn't hold the food down. She was so anxious and all that shit. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
You gotta let go of some shit, dude. You can't worry about things that are completely out of your control like that. I understand. I get it. I'm not sitting here saying that I'm not worried about things, because I am. You know, I just, whatever. You get the fucking point. So, look, as hardcore as it came off in the fucking beginning, like, look, it is what it is. That's my process. Insulting, ranting, raving, that's what I do. But don't try to act like you're any better than me, because you know that you're doing the same shit probably, or
private.
Yeah, you just do the same shit. You do it in private. But I would just like it. It don't make sense. It's 2020, people. What the fuck? Like what the fuck, dude? Is this what has happened? Like we're just a nation of bitches now?
Yep.
Nobody's got any fucking, I don't even know what you would call it. Yeah, backbone. There you go. Well, I was gonna say balls, but then that's
balls.
Well, I was gonna say
That's another terminology.
That's not inclusive. But yeah, nobody has backbone anymore. Like it's crazy. If this little thing throws you over the edge where you're like, I can't associate with you anymore, bye Felicia. Don't need you around anyway, because you're poison, dude.
You're just a waste of oxygen.
Yeah, that's what, unfortunately.
Because then you know better than them.
But seriously, like I don't need you around anyway. If you're gonna be that goddamn sensitive, then go fuck off somewhere. Go sit in your safe space with your fucking whistle around other people who think just like you, so you guys can just talk about the same thing in a fucking drum circle and act like you're actually making some type of headway in conversation when you're really just listening to a fucking echo chamber. If that's the way you want to live your life, this is America, and I hope it works out for you. But deep down in your heart, you know as well as I do, it's not going to. Because that's not the way the world works. If everybody thought the way that you did and just folded up and backed off immediately the second that some shit didn't go their way, we would be a nation of children. Which, I mean, a lot of people can criticize America and say that that's exactly what we are. But I mean, realistically, I know children who handle this shit better than that. Children. You're a fucking grown adult, dude. Seriously. What the fuck are we doing? It's a goddamn shame, man. It really is. It's not okay. It isn't. And I should not have even wasted my fucking time to talk about any of this. I'm just making it worse for myself, alienating more people from a little bit of a fucking audience that I have managed to muster up.
No judging.
Well, everybody is judgmental. That's part of being a human being. But what I mean, like, so I'm gonna contradict myself sometimes. It's gonna happen. I'm not perfect. Yeah, I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. So, I'm not always gonna be right. And there's a good chance that, you know, you could very well disagree with every single thing that I have said. Now, in the past, or in the future. However, the only thing I would ask you to do is to ask yourself, if it was flipped around, right? Wouldn't you at least want to be able to express your opinion and have a conversation regardless of whether the other person thought you were right or not?
To have her own opinion.
That's what I mean. I think she's a fucking moron, and I don't agree with her 100%, but she's entitled to her opinion, and I'm happy that she has it. And she should have it. And if sitting in a safe space with a fucking whistle, listening to echo chambers is what makes you happy, then good for you. And I hope that safe spaces exist forever, and you will not get the coronavirus, so that you will have the lung capacity to be able to blow that whistle as much as you want. I hope that that's what you have. But I mean, really, this we don't agree, so you know, you need to choke on shit and die way of thinking is no good. It's for the fucking birds, man. That's what it is. It's for the fucking birds. I should really, though, classify this under an ignorant fucking episode, but that's not what the spirit of that show is supposed to be. So I'm not going to, because I know the way that show is supposed to be. I'm supposed to say some shit, whether or not I know it to be true or even a fact, and then we're supposed to look into it later and figure out what was right and what was wrong. So, I mean,
did you get right?
I don't know, but that's what the other podcast was supposed to be. I was supposed to do with a couple of people, but it hasn't worked out yet. I don't know if it's going to. I might have to take it solo, and I might even make it its own channel, its own podcast, everything. Do completely separate accounts and all that shit. I might do that. Especially because I got nothing else fucking going on. Why not expand the Laughing at Birds umbrella, right? Yeah. Which, I know the podcast usually comes out every Saturday, but to be honest with you, I don't feel like editing this right now, and I already have content up to the 20-something of... Let me see, I'm going to look at the calendar real quick. I know I do this every time. People are probably fucking tired of hearing me say it. Saturday. Alright, so I think I have content up to June 20th, if not all the way up to the 27th of June. So, I mean, I can just let this shit out, which is what I'm gonna do. Normally I would edit it and cut out and drop sound effects and all that shit, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna put it out and let it be what it is. So, this is all for nothing, basically. I accomplished nothing other than getting my rant out. That's what I've done, essentially. Come off completely ignorant, but you know what? We all do it. The only difference between me and you is that I'm willing to say it all, put it out in public, and then regret it later when I inevitably get canceled, because that's 100% what is going to happen. It's not a question of if, it's a matter of when. Yeah, so, I mean, look, it is what it is. At the very least, you don't have to agree with me, and if you don't, I would be more than willing to have an actual debate conversation with you. What I'm not going to do is just settle into this ideology that, well, I'm right and you're wrong, so fuck off and die. Like, I would actually like to get to the bottom of why it is that you think what you do. Unfortunately, we don't live in that kind of a fucking world, and that sucks. But look at that. You get almost an hour of bonus fucking content. So good for you. I hope everybody is making it through their quarantine okay. And the only question,
And hopefully everybody's being safe.
yeah, the only question that I would ask you, you know what? Before that, I just want to say that it's sad when masks are being made and being put out cheaper than some of the fucking local food chains out here that are selling masks behind their counter for fucking $10 a pop.
And, I don't understand, how are you going to have it mandated for people to be going into the stores with them, but fucking food stores, you don't need a fucking food, don't need a goddamn mask on, fucking spreading their corona with everybody else.
No, you do. You're
that shit bumping into, people.
Well, no, you're supposed to. The governor signed an executive order saying that you have to have a mask on if you're going into the store.
But there's people that
didn't.
weren't having masks on, they were just walking right in.
Yeah, I don't understand
and
that.
Same with Walgreens. It's
wild.
Two older ladies that just walked in. It was like, and the one that, was like, oh, somebody ran into the divider thing.
Didn't have one, yeah.
Yeah, and she's in. Without covering her mouth, without, tucking her shirt.
But it's sad. It's sad that this shit is being made and, put out cheaper than the fucking stores are. But I mean, that's the world that we live in, dude, I guess. What kind of fucking... What can I say? That I would say something else too, and I fucking forgot. Fuck me. It wasn't about.
Onions are making you forget.
Probably. It wasn't about the masks. I don't.
It was about being safe,
Oh yeah.
Before I say that.
Yeah. The quarantine shit. Hopefully everybody is getting through it. All right. I don't know. I think I had a bigger point. I don't remember, but either way, dude, I'm gonna go and watch this Joe Rogan episode. He has some dude on here. Let me see if I can. Well, I don't know where I put the fucking remote at, but it's about the Charles Manson thing. Apparently, he was involved with the CIA somehow, which is fucking crazy. I didn't know that. But, there it is. Hold on. His name is Tom O'Neill. Going over all this shit, so this should be interesting. But, get through your quarantine and all that bullshit. Fuck, I was trying to remember. I can't. But seriously, if you disagree and you want to have an actual fucking conversation, all gimmicks aside, we don't have to be shitty to each other. If you can actually back up what the fuck you are talking about with a legitimate opinion, I'm more than willing to go over it. We can agree to disagree. That is still something that should be fucking happening in this goddamn country. And the Republican motherfuckers are just as guilty of it as the Democrat motherfuckers are. So I don't want to hear it from either of you fucks. Saturday, Laughing at Birds at Laughing Birds Pod on Instagram.
Wait, it's Saturday?
No.
Oh.
It's Thursday today. But usually I do this shit on Saturdays. This is a bonus episode for all you fucking maniacs. Listen to it, enjoy it, hate it, whatever the fuck you're gonna do. And new shit.
If it's legal by you, then smoke it if you got 'em.
Yeah, really. Light it up because we're going down.